Well, here's a look at our finished walls. So today's project is our 6x6 beams. So these are already in. Boys are moving some to the back. So these, I'll tell you, some of these are questionable at best. We're having to move all the lumber around. I mean, look at this. This is a 2x12 that I get. Now, fortunately, I'm cutting stuff off, so I'm going to cut that end off. But I mean, that's not quality. That's trash. I mean, look at them all. Look how bad they're split. I don't know what they're doing for this. Got a bunch of 2x4s. The 2x6s are for the fascia. So we're working on this. So let me kind of show you exactly what we've done here in the back. All right. So as you can see, we've got our 6x's laid out. Our I forget which ABU something brackets are in. We are now, I can't attach these to the walls, and the reason for that is they haven't finished there, and this needs to cure for a couple days. So what we're doing is bracing, as you can see, our 6x's, installing the 2x12s, and our goal, I don't know if we can get it done. We should be able to get this done today, and it will be done for today. But there's the goal is to try and get these done, because I have to have this done obviously before the truss guys come out. So so there it is. There's the house. We do have a problem. So when we originally did the plans for it, I didn't pay too much attention initially, and the architect had put in tubs. So we had decided we wanted showers. So we did. And let me turn the camera around and show you where our problem is at. So I have a shower, but I have a tub. That's all in line for a tub. Drain should be in the middle for a shower. And I'm not sure if I'm the one who messed this up. It may have been me. So, because we did change it. I do have plans that show showers, but I'm in a bit of a bind. Now this pipe is good for a shower, but it's not good for bathtub. So technically that hole, that drain has to move at least 2 feet out so I can slope it to the middle. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do here. The other one's good. So I may be the one responsible for this error. I'm not going to blame anyone. I'll take the blame for it, but I gotta see if they can repair that. Otherwise, I have to chisel out cement here and move those pipes, come over and come up. And then this drain's gotta get chiseled out this way. It's just gonna be a mess. So, not 100% sure how I'm gonna fix that, what I'm gonna do with it. But, yeah, we got a problem. So we'll get back to you on that one. Well, anybody who says this is quick and easy, I guess if you do it and you do it all day long, it is. But I've had a couple snafus, couple issues. I got a 6x6 here that, man, looks like you went fishing and you're catching a fish. Look at that joker. He goes, woo! I can't use that thing. I won't use that thing. Not when you're building a house. I can't conscientiously use that. So here we are. We've got 4 posts up, number 5. We're about to put the 2x12s in there. We're going to measure these. So what I did, just so y'all might know, I didn't have a laser level with me. So what I did is I put a string on the wall top and I run that across to the post. And then I have on that line and that string, I have a level. So when it's level, I find the level spot, and then I mark the top of the 6x, mark it, and then I cut it. And I actually went back and ran a 2x4 across, and man, it was perfectly level. So I don't know if that's sheer luck or what, but anyways, that was my ingenious way, and I anchored it down with a cinder block. So we're into that. So that's what I do, and I move the block down the wall, move the string down, run it across, find the level spot, mark it, cut it, do the same thing at the end. So that's how we ended up knowing the height of our 6x6s. We stand them up preemptively, don't nail anything in, let them sit there, don't nail them in. Once we cut it, Then we'll nail it in once we get it leveled off. We'll brace it off, as you can see that we've done here. So we went back and kind of spaced them off a little differently than the plans, but I didn't want, you know, imagine having a post right there and coming out your door, running out and running into a post. So didn't want to do that. So we've spaced this all out this way. This is a tool we bought here recently. I got this off of Amazon, I think, to put this on there, but it works good. Love to have it. Got a generator out here, don't have power yet, so that's another thing we're doing, running that. Ran the well for a little bit earlier. The gazebo pad, that was one thing we came out and did. They weren't able to pour it. I don't know if they're going to pour it this time when they come pour the lintel or not, which is why, by the way, we're not connecting, because they haven't poured the lintel or the columns in here yet. So as a result, we are not attaching the walls or these, the porch pieces to it. So what's going to happen is we're going to come out Monday and hopefully do the front porch, finish that, and then I won't be back out here till next Saturday. I got to go away for work for a couple days, so we'll leave the house here. They'll pour it. The truss guy, they could come out and start like assembling truss, but they can't even put those up till I'm done. So but it won't take me but maybe half a day, to the rate I go, to get the top braces back over in and then attached, and then we're done. Then they can proceed with trusses. So all right, well, we're gonna get the 2x12s hoisted up into there, get someone nailing those off, and then proceed with this. So some progress we made. All right, well, we're gonna call it quits. It's Saturday. It's like 5 o'clock, which done tomorrow it'll be 4 o'clock, which means it'll be dark at 5 o'clock. So here's what we've done. So we got the back, like I said, I can't attach it because concrete needs to dry and it's not been filled. So we don't want to put that in the hollow ground, but there it is. So again, this is all bracing just to hold that wall up because we don't have anything. There's one weird bow out in there, and I'm wondering if a bracket was wrong. I have no idea. A post down there, it kind of bows out. Minus that, man, it's great. So took us a while. Kind of got started around 11, I think, 11:30, something like that. So all right, well, that's it for today. We're gonna come back out later and do some more, but today it's time to go to the house. So we're out working again here today. Patriotic today. All right, we got one. So I can't, like I said, I still can't attach. We passed the block inspection. We got to get these fancy MBHA silly bracket things. I got to find them before they pour the lintel, because there's supposed to be a J-bolt that's up there. And then after they pour it, I'll put all that in there, but I want to make sure they get that. So, but that's that. We've got those 2x12s cut for this. That one's already cut and marked. Next one, we'll raise it, cut it, bring it back down. Then we'll raise it up, brace it. I got that one, and we had to get 2 more because, man, some of the boards they sold me were it looked like a piece of cane pole you were out fishing with a fish on it. They weren't straight at all. Yeah, so then after they pour, I don't know when the truss guys will be here, but I'm gonna start bucking out the windows when that's done. I'm not waiting for them. Now when the truss guys are here, I'm not going to be out working, because obviously I can't be in their way. I'm not going to be underneath trusses and cranes and all that. So kind of set off my slowly there. 2 more posts. I think I found the brackets that I'm going to need, so we're going to get those. But we're working on it. So here's where we're at. There it is. Front porch beams are up. truss man will be here tomorrow. His job is to attach those in or mark them. I need to get a fancy bracket to put in here. That's gonna go, the 2x12s go from there and there, and it needs to be in over there. So we're pretty much here, set and ready to go. Back porch is also set. So we're close. Spoke with everybody. Truss guy, he'll be out tomorrow. They should pour hopefully Wednesday, and then we will move on to the next phase after that. Super excited. Stay tuned, there'll be a lot more. All right, here we are. We got the trusses here, and he's having a hard time getting up in here. So we're gonna pray that he can back up in here and get going. He's got a 4-wheel drive rig, but I don't know. I'm praying God will allow this to work, because this is their second attempt in delivery, and he needs a little push. But I don't have a truck, and nobody else got a truck either. Well, the guys here that do aren't willing to help. So, and I don't blame them. If I had my truck, which, well, I have a truck, but I'm looking to sell it, so it's not one that I'm looking to mess with. So here's praying God will allow this guy to be able to pull up and get up in here. Nope. Yeah, he gets that rig stuck up in that dirt up there, and he just can't get the traction he needs. And it's a 4-wheel drive rig, but he's got too much resistance here, I think, with all this. So, here he goes. We're gonna go for another attempt. Our neighbor's roads are gonna be all jacked up. So his attempt is gonna try and stick it out further over here this way. See if we can't get it in. But what he's happening is this dirt is so soft, that road is soft. There's no lime rock down that way, and all my lime rock's over here, and it's hard. And that's not helping him out, so. Talk about stressful. Building a house and can't even get your trusses delivered, and they need to be here because they're setting straps and everything, and we're not where we need to be. He keeps getting right there into that sand with the rig, and it's just causing him to get stuck. Come on. Nope, there to go. Oh, it's a 4-wheel drive, not a 6-wheel drive. I see it. I see what's happening. And we can't have the trusses out here. They got to be up in the property. So I don't know. So here we are again back at the property today. It is a nice chilly Florida day. This morning it was like, I don't know, 48, 50 degrees. We're out here on the property. So you remember in the one video, the trusses couldn't get delivered. So I tell you what, building a house, you will find more ways to spend money and unexpected expenses. So remember that. So I've got a load of lime rock we dumped there. I put a little here. I was getting some of the clay sand we had back left up there, dumped for the road when we had to redo the road, which we would have never gotten anything delivered had we not had that. So got some lime rock here. We're packing it down. Just running the tractor on it for the moment. He's coming back with 2 more. I'm gonna put one over there, and then I'm gonna put one on the other side of that tractor. Because so the truss guy could get down there, and about where that lime rock starts down there, we just spread in, his truck was getting stuck. So we had to dump some in there. I'm gonna put some lime rock up in here to kind of allow the truck to pull in, I'm hoping. because if I can't get these trusses, the other option is to have them dumped out here, which is not good, and then use a lull to bring them back there. So that is not my plan. So anyways, that's where we're at. We're trying to get all this done. We're gonna get we're gonna get some things done today as we can, waiting on the other 2 loads of lime rock. So I'm hoping, you know, you go to build a house, I'm telling you, it's expenses never end. So this one was not. Now this road is a private road. It's a private unmarked subdivision. So the costs all fall on the homeowners. Imagine that. And unfortunately, none of my neighbors are able to help with the cost. So the road has been, I would say it's cost me about $10,000. And that's between the rental equipment and the clay sand and lime rock that we had delivered. So we're waiting on the next load. We'll spread that out over here, like I said, back over here, and then one across the street. And what I'm hoping to do is, there's lime rock that ends about there, and I'm hoping to spread it out that way, and that way the semi can back up and then he can pull into that. So once my wife and the rest of the kids get here, they're gonna bring one more hose. We've got 3 hoses hooked up right now. Got a 100-footer and 2 50s, and then I think I got another 100-footer. So I'm hoping that I can get a sprinkler out there and wet that, and then later today run over it with the tractor, let that soak in, kind of harden up like this, because this is hard. All right, so I got load number 2. Like I said, he's gonna dump that over here, so we'll get a little video of that action. All right, so he's gonna dump that back a ways, see if we can get it dumped roughly where I want it. All right, we'll get that dump loaded. All right, there we go. Get a dump load in there. We'll get the tractor, spread that. There it goes. Yeah, that's it. All right, so there it is. We're gonna get one more load. So my son was packing this down a little bit. We'll let him run on. Well, he might be done. I'm gonna start spreading that one out. Try and get some more in the corners here, and then we'll go from there. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so there it is. I brought the driveway up a little bit more. I don't know why it's yellow. It's almost like they mixed the lime rock with something else, but normally lime rock is white. So I don't know if they mixed it with clay or sand, because I wanted lime rock. So I don't know. A little late now, but it was already packing in, so I hope it solidifies up pretty good. So that's going to give the semi plenty of room. Gave a little extra turnaround spot here so that he could kind of back in that way now, and then run his tractor up in here, and then hopefully in. So we're gonna wet it down. Son's gonna run the tractor over it for a little bit and just kind of pack it in, and we'll wet it down, do that a little bit later. And I'm gonna go get started on bucking in the windows. So this is all I'm doing out here with this load. So that's that for the moment. Well, for those of you who have been following us, third time's a charm. We are praying that this guy, I installed that lime rock road. I mean, he's got so much more hard ground. I'm praying he can get in here. So he's claiming he needs to cut in early. I don't believe that, but you know, whatever. So here's to making this work. So here we go. His truck is on that lime rock, so hopefully this will work. Praise the Lord, folks. It cost me $1,300 extra in lime rock to get this happen right here. So he's about to unload it, which is wonderful, wonderful blessing that we got these delivered today. You have no idea. This has been a long work in progress. So he's going to unstrap it off, and then he'll dump load it.